We're good? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
She gave you a thumbs up.
I was waiting till Jim sat down.
I told him to roll table a whole bunch of items.
I'd like to go ahead and call the Chickasha City Council order. Roll call, please.
Patchett.
Here.
Irving.
Here.
Ebblethwaite.
Here.
Smith.
Present.
Burris.
Here.
Grayson.
Here, we'll have the opening prayer by Georgianne and the pledge by John.
Please bow your heads with me. Heavenly Father, we thank you for being here tonight, giving us this opportunity to serve our citizens of this beautiful city that we live in. We ask that you guide our minds and hearts to make the correct decisions tonight. We also ask that you continue to watch over all of our employees to return them home safely to their loved ones after each and every shift and day of work. And Lord, we also ask that you watch over our men and women in the armed services who, for without their sacrifice, we would not be free here tonight to take care of this meeting and our city's business. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nope, there's not a comment now. You're right.
Thank you. Susan, have any?
No comments.
No citizen comments? All right, we got a couple items on here. Before we get going, I'd like to recognize the Boy Scouts in the back, Troop 162. They're here earning their citizenship and the community badge. So just wanted to recognize them. Then we'll come back to our communications, but we'll go ahead and do item 3A, retirement watch presentation for Tim Brooks. Tim, I think I got good information. 41 years, right? Yes, sir. Okay, good. Good. Welcome back here, Shay. Yell at us. But we appreciate 41 years of Game City and Chickasha. I've only done it, 41 years, I've only drawn oxygen so far. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you've done. What's next? What do we got planned next? Okay. We'll see you on Monday. It's good to hear, because 41 years, that's a level of institutional knowledge that you can't replace. So happy to hear that he's coming back. All right. 3B, we have a police department presentation for years of service insignia to Lieutenant Jason Merko, 20 years, and Lieutenant Chad King, 15.
Mr. Mayor, City Councilman, I'd like Lieutenant Jason Merko to come stand beside me. Lieutenant King had some issues come up this weekend, and I communicated with him right before council, and he is not able to be here tonight. So, beside me. We worked together a long time. There's a scripture that I'm going to take a little bit out of context, but try to make an application. John 15:13, Christ said, "Greater love hath no man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends." And you can put a twist on that if you will. Christ talking about his death. But these men and women lay down their life every single day. I can't tell you the probably hundreds of birthday parties they missed, maybe even a wedding anniversary, softball games, baseball games, just the sheer time in service. Lieutenant Merko was hired in February of 2006. He has served the city of Chickasha as a patrolman, an FTO, sergeant, and lieutenant. He's the FTO commander currently. He is an accident reconstructionist. He is a champion of mental health services. As of last year, he was appointed as the Shop with a Cop coordinator. He is a subject matter expert in the use of force and body camera interpretation. He is currently in charge of our hiring and training. He is the sole person that developed the first annual training calendar for the Chickasha Police Department. He is an advanced instructor and has also been awarded a life-saving bar for the department. Lieutenant Jason Murko has accomplished 20 years of service as of February 6th of this year. It's my honor to give him his pin for that service.
Speech. All right, council communications.
I'll go. Friday night, Chickasha Public Schools Foundation is gonna have their Purple and Gold Gala. And, I had the privilege this year of putting, Delbert Rays, Dr. Alexandra Amy Ross, Justin Parker, and Steve Bonds into the Athletic Hall of Fame. And Gary Sampson and Elaine Murray are going into the Hall of Honor for Chickasha Public Schools, so congratulations to those six.
That's awesome. Anybody have anything else? All right. We'll move on to item 4, consent docket. John, you had a couple you wanted to pull?
Right. I want to pull 4D and 4H.
Do I have a motion with removing 4D and 4H to approve the rest?
Well, I make a motion, we pull 4A and 4D, or 4D and 4H.
4D and 4H.
Yeah.
Second.
Second,
Yes.
roll call, pulling those.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Ebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Were we gonna discuss those?
Yeah, we're pulling them to discuss them.
Oh, this is just for the pooling?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
and Grayson.
Yes. Do I have another motion on the consent docket?
I make a motion, we approve the consent docket except for the 2 items that have been pulled.
And I'll second that.
Discussion.
I do have discussion on that.
Yeah.
There were just 2 things that come up, Mr. Mayor. A lot of the applications for this, we know about them, we appreciate them, they're kind of, but they just aren't filled out completely. And maybe a lot of our citizenry or some of the people involved don't have those details memorized. And I just wanted to mention that. The second thing is the events that go about our community, like bike rides and races and fun runs and walks for a purpose and whatnot. I think they're great, but I don't remember permanent markings being laid down on our pavement through the years. I always thought there was some requirement for it's a silly word, but like a quick evaporating kind of markings when they lay out their trails and whatnot. So we don't have to look at them year round. You know, we got citizens that have to. And they really don't look good year round, and they might be confusing year round. So that's just something I bring up that maybe we could consider in the future.
Some type of temporary marking. like
Yes, sir.
Requiring that. Okay.
Thank you.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Irving, you're approving consent docket minus 4D and 4H.
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Grayson,
Yes. 5D, where are we at? Acceptance of amendment to letter of engagement with HSPG and Associates LLC to perform the City of Chickasha's audit services for fiscal year 24, audit and authorize the mayor to execute the same.
I'll make a motion that we accept an amendment to the letter of engagement with HSPG and Associates LLC to perform the City of Chickasha's audit services for the fiscal year 24 audit and authorize the mayor to execute the same.
Second.
Discussion.
Was this the audit that we thought we'd have in hand by now?
This is the 24 audit brought before you. The problem that a lot of cities are having, first of all, is hiring, just finding auditors that'll do cities. It's a problem throughout Oklahoma right now, but also, I had mentioned to you earlier when we got the water plant, and we took $5 million, a little over $5 million out of our reserve to cover the cost of the water treatment plant, which was higher than expected. But I said I'd like to go back and replenish that with a loan from the Water Resources Board, add it to our loan that we have with them. In order to do that, we have to have the audit finished by April the 1st to be considered at the April meeting. That's when they're going to approve all the loans for, in the past. If not, we will miss out and will not be able to get the loan. So in talking to our audit company, and like I say, they have other audits besides ours, they do any work. They didn't start work on the audit until 1st of February. To finish it by April 1st, is they're going to bring in extra manpower and to get the audit finished, and felt they needed extra money to get it done. That's why it's presented to you today for your consideration. And like I say, it gives them a very short time frame, but again, we have a deadline of April the 1st that we have to meet.
And that's a maximum of 12,000 extra fees, or am I wrong about that?
The maximum was, I believe it's $6 million, but we have fees in there we have to pay, sir.
Okay.
Well, we took a little over $5 million out of the reserve to cover that.
But it was 12,000 max for the auditor, right?
Yes,
Did we pay the auditor?
we pay the auditor. Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
correct, sorry. Rich Edwards, Finance Director. We did amend, they had sent over a proposal originally for us to, basically what they're doing is they have to pull in extra auditors in order to meet our kind of accelerated timeline. And what they agreed to do was just to charge us at cost essentially for those additional auditors. But I did ask that they put in a not to exceed amount in there, just so we knew exactly what it was we were agreeing to. So yeah, it's not going to exceed 12,000, but it could be less than that, just depending on how the audit proceeds.
So essentially, we're paying a rush fee
Yes.
to be able to get our
basically.
audit back so we
Yeah.
can then go to the water.
Because normally
Resources
we'd
Board.
have one, maybe 1.5 people assigned. We have at least 3 people right now working on the audit.
So not only will this get us our 24 audit back, so we can actually have it finally.
Yes.
But also it'll meet the timeline to be able to apply for the Water Resources Board.
Yes.
Loan, to roll into the water treatment plant to get our 5 in reserve back.
Did we
Yes.
put in there a drop dead date if they don't make 1 April deadline? Where we don't
That's
have
not
to
in
pay them?
the engagement, but we're confident. Things are moving along very well. Robert's actually downstairs right now as we speak, answering audit questions, so.
Charlie, did
No, well, it just seemed like that we had been in the work session or some meeting recently when we were expecting the audit to maybe be finished in the December, January time period or something like that?
Well, I'll just kind of bring you up from when we finished the last audit to where we are now and how we got here. So when immediately following the, conclusion of the 23 audit, we met with the auditors and our accounting firm, Crawford & Associates, and kind of sketched out a timeline. That initial timeline, based on Crawford's availability and HSPG's availability, they were never going to be able to start until January.
Okay.
Now, some intervening things have happened, and that got pushed back basically a month. But we knew from the time the last audit ended until now this one has started, that they weren't available to work on our stuff till then.
Well, I see this as twofold. I see it as an opportunity to get our citizens our 24 audit, which they deserve to have done, but also to replenish that 5 mil back in our reserve by being able to go back to the water resources.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rich.
Any more discussion? Roll call on 5D.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 5H, approve a request from Chickasha Chamber of Commerce to hold the Nawala Festival on Saturday, October 24th, 2026, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Make a motion.
Go ahead, Lisa.
I don't know, maybe better with you with your voice. Make a motion to approve H. I'm just going to say that because I'm not.
You want me to say?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Make a motion to approve a request from the Chickasha Chamber of Commerce to hold the Nuwala Festival on Saturday, October 24th, 2026, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
I'll second it.
Discussion.
Introduce Mr. Jim Cowan.
Jim to the stage.
Proud uncle
I know,
of Miss Leanne.
I know we probably asked this question, or I didn't ask it, but somebody did last year, I think. Why are we only doing the 1 and 200 block of Chickasha Avenue?
Or not. We have activities that will be on the 100 block to try to reduce the amount of streets that are blocked off.
Okay.
But Nuwala, people are welcome to go all up and down the streets, and they'll be encouraged to.
Oh, okay,
So
great.
if merchants want to give out candy, they're welcome to. The things like bounce houses and stuff that the chamber spends money on, we put those in the same area right there on the 100 block.
Okay, great. Second thing this will be for the city. Can we block off the north-south traffic on Fifth Street and Third Street and Second and First? I mean, to keep that cross-traffic, because I had one of the merchants give me a call today and say that without those streets being blocked off, that the foot traffic is in danger when they come across there. So if we could just block those off, it'd be great.
I mean, we can certainly look at anything.
I know we can't block Fourth Street because it's a US highway.
Sure. And initially, a couple of years ago, we were concerned about the amount of kids and families, and sometimes little ones, even if you're holding their hands, will run out, and we didn't want to have anything tragic happen.
Right.
So we moved the activities down on 100 block, but certainly anybody that wants to participate in Nuwala, from the YMCA all the way down to First Street, they can give out candy and people can go back and forth, and we'll encourage all of that.
I know beyond Sixth Street, there's basically no business retail down there. So if we could just block off that north-south traffic, it'd be great. And that'll be the city's job to do that, so.
And I'll be glad to work with the city on whatever they feel like is the best to.
We can take care of that.
Okay, sounds good. All right, thanks.
Jim,
Can you,
Nobody be surprised that I'm out of step with understanding this. Nuwala has a long tradition. Approximately how many years ago did it change from just the businesses giving out candy in front of the businesses to more than that? Because you're talking about some activities now. Yeah, we got some feedback in 2021, a little bit in 2020, and then even more in 2021, that the merchants feel obliged to have unlimited amount of candy. Some of the merchants were spending up to $1,000 purchasing candy to give out, and there wasn't people, it was just kind of like a candy grab going up and down the streets. So we were hoping if we added some fall festival concepts to it, bounce houses and face painting and those type of activities, we could get people to stick around a little bit and experience all of Chickasha and not just come in and out for candy. It's really hard to prevent the candy grab, to be honest with you. If people just want, no one checks. I know that there's communities that come from all over. It's not just Chickasha. And we want it to be very family friendly. It's a big tradition that I think was started by the owners of the Dixie long time ago. And we want to continue to encourage it, facilitate it, but by adding the activities, we're hoping people would enjoy it rather than just come down, grab candy, and leave.
Would you also say you're shooting for Saturdays now instead of just the business?
We are, and
Okay.
the reason we're doing that is because it gets confusing. If Halloween, a lot of times, people want to go to neighborhoods, they want to go to friends or families' houses, and if we have Nuwala, we saw a little bit of a conflict there. I'll say this, I don't know that
On Saturdays, you're gonna have a bunch of unattended children downtown.
I don't know that there's a perfect solution to this, but you'll hear more coming up about events that are happening in downtown Chickasha where we're trying to do the whole area of Chickasha Avenue from literally 7th all the way to 1st. Those details will be released soon about some Festival of Freedom activities. We want to do everything we can to get people enjoying all of Chickasha Avenue, and you know, it's really hard on Choctaw because of it being US 62, but certainly Chickasha Avenue provides itself for being very pedestrian friendly, except for right there when they're crossing 4th.
Thank you, Jim.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Hibblethwaite,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. 6A, discussion consideration of possible action to approve a quote from Stanley Systems for the Sports Complex Bridge Install Project in the amount not to exceed $4,027.48 and authorize the mayor to execute the same.
Make a motion that we approve a quote from Stanley Systems for the Sports Complex Bridge Install Project in an amount not to exceed $4,027.48 and authorize the mayor to execute the same.
Second.
Discussion.
Mr. Mayor, what does this help us do at the sports complex? The bridge is connecting with technology, something to something. And how will that help us?
Well, off the top of my head, I know that I've always had issues with Wi-Fi out there
But what do we use the Wi-Fi for?
I know that our third-party vendor, the concessions, uses it to process their payments, one.
Oh,
which
for
we
a
get
card
cut-
machine?
Right, and then we,
Okay.
of course, the city gets a cut of that. And Shay may be able to talk more, but I think we're missing out on a lot. I can talk to, but Shay, go ahead. You're the expert on this, so.
No, that's exactly what it is. This specific project is to add connectivity at the concession stands. Currently, there's no visibility or connectivity, so those credit card machines, from what I understand, are not working well, if at all. And I cannot speak entirely to that because I am not at the sports complex. I'm just handling getting their internet installed.
Well, in future projects too, you know, the vision we have out there, we're gonna need Wi-Fi connectivity with some of the stuff the city has planned on what we're wanting to do, i.e. collecting gate fees and stuff like that. So we're gonna have this anyway. But also, in my mind, having a third-party concessionaire, you want to encourage credit card payments because that's, what am I trying to say? You can track that, right? So it's another way to keep people accountable for reporting the correct amount of sales that they're supposed to be reporting.
Track it, nobody carries cash anymore.
That's true.
Also, is this very related to our next item?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. This item is for the project itself and the Stanley's portion of it. The next portion is the cabling. Stanley's has a third-party vendor that does all of their cabling. And so the next item is the cabling to make the bridge happen.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Hibblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6B, discussion consideration and possible action to approve a proposal from Cabling Concepts, the Stanley Systems cabling vendor, for installation of PTP paddles and data lines in the amount not to exceed $2,359.62 and authorize the mayor to execute the same.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Second?
Discussion? Roll call.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Hibblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6C, discussion and consideration of possible action to declare specified unused AV equipment as surplus and authorize staff to dispose of as deemed appropriate.
I make a motion, we take action to declare specified unused AV equipment as surplus and authorize the staff to dispose of as deemed appropriate.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Irving,
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 6D, discussion, consideration, and possible action to declare a true emergency exists due to active roof leak in the Chickasha Public Library and authorize the expenditure in amount of $7,500 for the immediate roof repair.
Make a motion that we declare a true emergency exists due to an active roof leak at the Chickasha Public Library necessitating immediate roof repair, and pursuant to Article 14, Section 3 of the City of Chickasha Charter, waive the competitive bidding requirements of Article 14, Section 3 of the City of Chickasha Charter due to the true emergency vital to health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of the city, and authorize the expenditure in the amount of $7,500 for materials and labor.
Goodness, where'd that come?
Second?
There we go.
That's what we're waiting on.
I was like,
Yeah.
what did I do wrong?
Discussion.
Yes, questions, kind of. Mr. Mayor, I think we should fix our buildings, and most people agree with that. I am curious about the reason for the emergency, because recently, something came through council about raising a level required for the bidding process. And wouldn't this fall well under that new threshold?
That hasn't been voted on by the people yet. That hasn't taken effect. That's-
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna take that to
Oh,
the,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
to
one of
the
Yep.
people.
That's a change
That,
of
that brings me up to speed. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more discussion? Roll call.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. 6E, discussion, consideration, of possible action to approve resolution number 2026-08R, a resolution of the City of Chickasha, Oklahoma, approving, the city approving action taken by the Chickasha Municipal Authority, authorize issuance, sale, and delivery of promissory note to Authority of Oklahoma Water Resources Board, ratifying and confirming lease agreement, ratifying and confirming sales tax agreement, and containing other provisions related to hereto.
So moved.
Well,
Can I make a motion?
we have to, since John had a
Okay.
motion, do we have a second on that?
Since
Second.
this item, Mr. Mayor talked about tabling this item
Yeah.
and the next one.
Yeah.
We could for the next meeting.
John, would you amend your motion to table?
Yeah, I'll amend my motion to table.
Second.
Okay. Discussion on that.
To be clear, what are we doing right now? This item we want to table?
We're going to table it to the next meeting.
the next
and
meeting.
This is something that I feel that just the majority of council needs to be here for
Because
to vote
the
on.
wording of this is incorrect. We
Thank
should
you.
follow.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll appear next council meeting.
That's fine.
Roll call on that.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes, and on 6F, I'm going to read it, but I'll entertain a motion to table on this one when I'm done because the wording is incorrect. But 6F reads, discussion, consideration, and possible action to approve task order number 2, water line and sewer line extension, Chickasha Airport Industrial Park with Park Hill for an amount not to exceed $249,000 and authorize the mayor to execute the same.
Make a motion, we table that motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 7, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? No, I'm kidding. We're adjourned. I'd like to call the Chickasha Municipal Airport, or Municipal Authority to order. Need a roll call, please.
Hatchett,
Here.
Irving,
Here.
Hebblethwaite,
Here.
Smith,
Present.
Burris,
Here.
Grayson.
Here. Item 2, consent docket.
Make a motion that we accept as presented.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Irving,
Yes.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 4A is another one. I'd entertain a motion to table.
I make a motion, we table 4A.
Second.
Motion and second, discussion.
Who was the second? I'm sorry.
Charlie?
Yeah.
No discussion, roll call.
Hebblethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes. Item 4B, discussion, consideration, and possible action to allow Chickasha Community Foundation to place a bronze statue of Ada Scipio Fisher, Wiley Post, and Cleavon Little in the downtown district park area.
I make a motion that we approve that.
Second.
Discussion.
Is there a presentation coming for this?
I was carrying something.
Good evening, Mr. Brooks.
I'll be glad to. My name is Pat Brooks here with the Chickasha Community Foundation. Be glad to answer any questions or give you a brief overview of what we're planning here. The Chickasha Community Foundation, to refresh you all, entered into a long-term lease on that tract of land down there, roughly 6 acres, in November of 2021. And subsequent to that, we built out the Arts Plaza with the leg lamp and the landscaping and remodeling of the freight building that is down there today. We came to you all last May to request that we utilize the bulk of the remaining 6 acres for a community wellness hub in partnership with the County Health Department and some other local organizations called Grady Moves. And there was a legacy program, grant opportunity through TSET last year. We applied for that. We made the cut up until November on the final decisions and did not get funded on that project. We feel strongly that that project is the highest and best use of the bulk of that land for citizens of Chickasha and Grady County. So we're currently moving forward with alternative funding possibilities for that project. We're not going to let it just die. In the meantime, the Legends Plaza was part of the original master plan back in 2021. It was also part of what our Grady Moves project, and the Community Foundation would like to move forward in 2026 with that piece of the project. And the little 2-page memo that you all should have received talks about the 3 sculptors. One would be Ada Scipio Fisher, and I think you all know what her history and significance is to Chickasha. The sculptor we have planned for that is Glenn Thomas, and he happens to have been an art instructor in the Chickasha public school system for 23 years prior to his retirement. He lives in Oklahoma City. The other next sculptor would be Wiley Post, and the sculptor on that would be Nathan Pratt. Nathan is an accomplished artist and sculptor in his own right. His father recently passed, Harvey Pratt, and he's, his history involved both his own art and sculptor work as far as forensic work he did with OSBI here in Oklahoma. But he would be doing the Wiley Post sculptor. Both those 2 sculptors would be approximately 8 feet on top of a pedestal, and the pedestal could be 2 to 3 feet. So that'll give you an idea of what size these bronze sculptors would be. The third one would be Cleavon Little. And the Cleavon Little, he was born here in Chickasha. The sculptor that the foundation wants to do Cleavon is a rider on horseback. and this would be 1.5 times actual size. And all three of these would be in proximity of the Arts Plaza, either within the Arts Plaza as it is today, or immediately south of the Visitor Center, adjacent to the Arts Plaza as it exists today. Or it could be that they could be, one or more of them could be in one or the other location, but they are just all within easy walking distance of one another for visitors and tourists. So we have the proposals from the three artists. The original lease agreement we have requires you all to affirmatively consent to any sculptor that goes in that area. So that's the purpose here this evening. The artists expect it will take about 12 months from now before we could have them completed, placed, and dedicated to the community. But they would be, long-term permanent fixtures in that Arts Plaza area.
Pat, is there a plan for additions into that? I mean,
There would be room to add future statues, if is that what you're referring to?
right.
Like how many, Pat? Or is it predetermined what the capacity is?
No, there's quite a bit of space that we could add. We could add more sculptures as time goes on. There's other names, other individuals that will hopefully be worthy of permanent recognition there. But those are the three. They represent the social justice piece is represented by one of them. The scientific piece is represented by one of them, and then the artistic is represented by the third one. So we talked recently to Bob Blackburn, who's recently retired as the director of the Oklahoma Historical Society, to get his reaction to what he thought about those being our first three in our Legends Plaza, and he thought they were excellent choices for us to start this with. So
I saw those three names and I immediately thought Merle Kilgore needs to go in there. He's from Chickasha and he's a famous songwriter and was Hank Williams Jr.'s manager forever.
Back in 21, 22, when we first came up with this idea, we got a list from the Grady County Historical Society. It's a pretty lengthy list. There's, we have a former U.S. Open tennis champion from Chickasha. We got a U.S. Open golf champion from Chickasha. We got, in more recent years, a classmate of mine, Bill Wallace, is from here at Chickasha. And so, when you start saying who are the top three that we'd start out with, not an easy decision, but those are the ones that we would like to start with.
And Pat, I've talked with you about this, and I do commend you. I think this is great, and I think it's going to be wonderful for the city of Chickasha.
Thank you, Lisa.
Pat, is there more than their likeness going to be there? Is there going to be
There will be a
board with a story on it, or what's planned?
We'll have a plaque on each one that'll give kind of the whatever the thing, the one thing that they're most noted for. But we plan on also having a QR code where you can drill down to all the information that you would like. And there's a lot of information on all three of these individuals, and what their life and their career was all about. So we will be having that. We also want to have some type of a marker or monument or directive there that tells a little bit about Tayada, and maybe a QR code of a map where people can go from the Arts Plaza out to USAO to see the Tejada statue out there. You know, we originally thought about having her statue downtown in the Arts Plaza, but because they already have her out there, we thought, well, we'll see what we can do about shifting people and get the, you know, that, as you all know, USAO's campus is a treasure we have in this town, but unless you're a student out there, you don't always find it. So if we can direct some of the traffic out there to see Tejada and see the campus while they're in town, we're going to try to accomplish that as well. And USAO's art department, Jordan Vineyard, they were a co-developer on the Arts Plaza, and they're involved in this project with us as well.
Pat, I'd like to seen that before we made our decision. What is actually going to be presented, and what will people read that come to our town, and whatnot. I feel like the citizens would want to know in advance what is getting approved on their behalf, because these type of projects, we would expect a permanency of, my gosh, we'll maintain it, we'll want it to be there for ages.
So you're asking like, so what wording is going to be
Yes.
on these? We haven't gotten that far along in this project. You know, you're limited on, you know, what you can put on the base as far as wording, but we do know we want to have the QR code type of technology that opens up a lot more detail about each of those individuals for anybody that's interested in doing that deeper research.
And I think that's great, because if you go a lot of places, they have that set up in different parks and areas that you can learn more by scanning those codes.
Well, I also wouldn't think you'd have to reinvent the wheel. I'm sure that each of these three have probably a fan website or a website that's dedicated to their information, that's where that QR code comes,
Right.
some kind of partnership. So we're not recreating the wheel. We're sending them directly to the official,
You know,
Information.
I don't know about a website. You know, there is one, I believe, it's been a while since I've looked at it on Nathan Pratt, that has one on Wiley Post. Vision, Vision, Man of Vision or something
Yeah.
like that.
If you just Google the name Wiley Post, you come up with a
Yes.
list of long
Yes.
stuff.
You know, and Wiley Post, you know, he spent a year in prison before he became famous, but,
For a robbery down by Ninico.
yes, but his, you know, when he became the aviator, he was working in Chickasha for the Hall and Briscoe Oil Company. He was their pilot, and when they bought the plane out in California, they named after Hall's daughter, Winnie Mae, you know, he was the one that went out there, brought it back, modified it for the long distance around the world trip that he made.
Then he bought it.
Then he bought
He bought
it,
it from
yes.
FC Hall.
Pat, I'd also mention, I think Glenn Thomas probably would have made one of the earlier city logos that was displayed about our town and on a lot of the community
You know, I believe.
in the
I
late
believe-
80s or early 90s.
I believe you're right on that. It seems like I've heard that.
Any more questions for Pat?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks.
Thank you, Pat.
We have a motion and a second.
Yes, sir.
Any more discussion? Roll call.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Abstain for lack of information.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Irving,
Yes.
Hepplethwaite,
Yes,
Grayson.
Yes, item 5, motion for adjournment.
so moved.
Second.
For adjourn, I'd like to call the Chickasha Airport Authority to order. Any roll call, please?
Hatchett,
Here.
Irving,
Here.
Hepplethwaite,
Here.
Smith,
Present.
Burris,
Here.
Grayson.
Here. Item 2, consent docket.
Make a motion that we approve as presented.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Irving,
Yes.
Hepplethwaite,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Burris,
Yes.
Hatchett,
Yes.
Grayson.
Yes, item 4, motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second?
Adjourned, thank you.